Good evening, everyone. What's up? Ed a satisfying meal. Topped it off the music desserts. Mr. Hata speaking. Ah, Today's video comes in 4 requests, and this is a rant on one of the latest SpongeBob episodes because it was requested by 4 people. So this SpongeBob episode is on two thumbs down. Wow, just looking, it is 2 thumbs down. It all says it in the title. This episode had to be one of the most boring episodes in the existence of SpongeBob. Can episodes get much more boring than that? Well, yes. Krusty Dogs was probably the most boring episode, but this was among one of the most boring episodes. It was at least in the top 10 for the most boring episodes in the history of SpongeBob. The idea itself fails in this episode. The idea is based off of just thumbs up and thumbs down. They can't make an 11-minute episode just solely on one small idea. That's not going to work. If they want to make an episode involving thumbs up and thumbs down, sure. But to base one episode out of this one minor idea that doesn't have that many subtopics, that's not going to work. Like, this episode probably could have only lasted for several minutes, and yet they made a full episode out of it. So the thumbs up symbolize, well, the theme of the episode are gestures, which are associated with the situational symbolism of the thumbs up, which represent positivity, and thumbs down represent negativity. How on earth did this become such a popular gesture in this episode? Just for one thumbs up, people get happy all day. Big deal. Just SpongeBob, they must be that desperate that they don't have any more ideas of episodes, so therefore they came up with this idea. Well, this idea failed miserably. This episode lacked enough ideas that many people actually wanted to rant on this episode. Let's look at what's been going on in this episode. SpongeBob seriously thought it was the end of the world because he couldn't do a thumbs up. Big deal. And then he lost his job. Big deal. How did Patrick even replace him? Patrick can't cook. And this Thumb Wars nonsense. What's so epic about a Thumb Wars? It's just two body parts of an ape against each other. That's not a big deal. And yet they made it a big deal. Very illogical, isn't it? To make an episode sound so epic based on several minor ideas. Several minor ideas do not compose an entire episode. They cannot be the foundation because then they become repetitive and the idea cannot expand. That idea did not expand. They just stuck to those thumbs. That's it. They did not go any further after that. And SpongeBob ends up winning after that long depression, and he gets his job back at the end. Sorry if this rant was a jumble of ideas, but this was such a boring topic to even speak of. This episode was not only a waste, it made one want to go to sleep because all the episode was about was thumbs and the problems with thumbs. That's it. They couldn't think of another episode to make. The reason why the episode got made was just because it was an idea that could make an episode, but this episode did not work because of this idea. They chose an idea that cannot be expanded much further, and they kept it. So here's an idea that's there, and they attempted to make it go up here, but They crashed. Yes, they crashed about, even the beginning of the episode was not that impressive. Beginning, middle, and end. No achievement in this episode. No lesson learned, except that thumbs up can please people occasionally. Now, listen to occasionally. People aren't always going to be happy because of thumbs up. There's situations where there's no thumbs up, like at a funeral where people cannot repeat jokes or not rewarded for repeating jokes. This episode teaches lessons to young ones that people can do thumbs up wherever and it'll get them recognition and they can crave attention off of it. No, that is not how it works. The only reason why this episode was made out of desperation and one idea that could make an entire episode by thought. Well, it didn't pass. It did not cut the mustard. And it did not cut through the BS of this silliness and self-modified ridiculousness, if that's even a word. In the end, this episode lacked many ideas. Ultimately, positivity, gestures, and plays are not the foundation for an 11-minute segment on Spongebob. With that is all just to say for this video. Hope the lessons learned. Sorry for the jumble of ideas. This rant wasn't even interesting to begin with. It was only made because the people requested this video. This episode was not even interesting to speak of because there were no exciting events, there was no exciting music, there was no exciting character, no excitement, no interest, no development, and no solution. That's all just to say for this video. See you in the next video. Peace out. Good night. Bye.